Good morning and welcome back to This Morning Live. Well, you're looking at an exhibit called A Goat for Charlotte, and the painter is a 23-year-old Montreal woman, Veronika who recently returned from Rwanda, where she painted a huge mural in a Kigali orphanage. An exhibit of her works inspired from that trip is on display now at the Gallery Quartier Libre, and Veronika joins me now in studio. Thank you so much for joining me here.
No problem.
Let's talk first of all what brought you to Rwanda in the first place.
Well, I'd finished my bachelor at Concordia University, and I sold 2 paintings, and I decided to go and visit my friend who was living there for the past 8 months. And while I was there, I brought a bag of paint with me to paint a giant mural in one of the orphanages.
All right, we've got a picture here in the plasma behind us there. That's you at the orphanage in Kigali with a number of young. What was the experience like?
It was amazing. It was one of the experiences that really taught me that art can really pass the boundaries of culture and language, and I got to speak with all these children and women and men that lived in the orphanage through the painting experience. It was really wonderful.
All right, this is the wall that's blank right now, and that's where you painted the mural?
It's right here, right off to the side. So it's about 15 feet, and there was always kids behind me, always a lot of hustle and bustle, and I'm not used to that as a painter. We're used to being in a quiet studio with a glass of wine, and here I am in this environment that was so full of energy, and it was really exciting, and it taught me that I'd really like to do more of this.
So it wasn't just that, though. You gave this gift of the painting to the orphanage, but you were inspired to create more paintings. What was it about your time in Rwanda that provided such fodder for more work?
It's really hard not to be inspired by a place like Rwanda with their history of the genocide and also with their land that is just beautiful. Rwanda is the most beautiful country I've ever been to. It's a painter's paradise. So when I came back, I had to just start. I started with 1 and I ended up with 18 paintings about the social political situation in Rwanda and my own experience there, and I put up a show of 17 paintings at Gallery Quartier Libre.
All right, so that's the exhibit we were looking at, and these are some of the paintings that you've done. So you did them when you got home. Was it all from memory, or were you looking at photographs, or how did you go about painting the exhibit?
It was a little bit of everything. I had some photos. I never paint from photograph. It's a lot more of an expression of myself. And so a lot of it was just from memory, and a lot of the paintings become surrealistic, as we can see. So it was kind of a play between both. And it was also a meditative process for me to kind of get over some of the issues of the genocide that had passed in Rwanda.
That had to have been difficult.
Absolutely, absolutely. And painting really gives me a place to just kind of let my ideas roam, and I kind of get to express myself through that.
All right, you call the exhibit A Goat for Charlotte. Why?
Well, we had met a woman in Rwanda. Her name was Charlotte, and she was taking care of 9 grandchildren. And I had asked her point blank, what is it that you would need? And she said, I'd really need a goat. And it was really exciting to hear that, because as Westerners, we often have an idea of what others may want or need. And she simply said I needed a goat. So the least I could do was I started this exhibition, and I figured I got inspired by Rwanda and these beautiful people, and I just wanted to give back to the community. So with any painting sale, I'll be donating goats, cows, and mosquito nets back to Charlotte and her community.
That's amazing. Now, any plans to go back?
I'd love to see the mural again. I have some contacts with some people in Rwanda, and my friend Tasha Sniatowski had started a sustainable living condition for genocide victims, and it's called the Nisonga Project, and I'd love to go and see what's going on there. And they started a bakery and a library, and I'd really like to go and see how that's progressing.
What impact do you think this experience has had on you toward your future projects and what you want to do? You said you've applied now for a Master's of Fine Arts at Concordia. I just feel like I can sense in you that this is not the last your relationship with Rwanda.
No, well, I think that Rwanda taught me that I'd really like to go and push the boundaries of art and even take it off the canvas and really bring it to people, do more murals, get involved within a community, do outdoor projects, and really just push the idea of art as a tool of communication and not just something to look at.
I think it's amazing, and I really want to thank you for your time here this morning, and to want to let you know that you can go to the Gallery Quartier Libre. It's on 4289 Notre Dame West, and the exhibit A Goat for Charlotte will be there until the 24th of February. And as you heard Veronika say, part of the proceeds of every painting sale will go towards buying goats and sheep. Goats and sheep?
Goats and cows.
Goats and cows for this community in Rwanda that she stayed with for a 3-week period. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Tracy.
It's 8:16 right now. It's time to get the headlines. Here's Andrew.
Good morning. The headline stories today include Santa Rosa Boulevard merchants say this is like slow torture. After almost a year and a half of construction work that tore up the main, they've torn it up again just 2 months after the fact. They now say they're going to look for compensation.